how to go from Google Docs to audio, natural sounding speech using the AI capabilities of Microsoft Edge browser. This video gives step-by-step instructions. Here's a scenario. You have text in Google Docs. You want to convert that text into audio, natural sounding speech using the artificial intelligence AI capabilities of Microsoft Edge browser. First, go to the Google Docs document, and here's an example text. Go to File, Download, and you have two options that will work here: PDF or Webpage HTML. So download it either as a PDF or as Webpage HTML. I have already done that here. So I have a PDF file of this Google Doc text, and I also downloaded it as an HTML. Next, you want to make sure that you have installed the Microsoft Edge browser. On the left hand of the screen is Chrome, which is Google's browser. On the right, you see Microsoft Edge, which is Microsoft's browser. The Microsoft Edge browser has artificial intelligence AI capabilities, including reading aloud text. Now, if we wanted to read aloud our text, we had to convert it either into a PDF or HTML. The PDF works well, but the HTML works better, but I'm going to show you how to do both. So on the right side is the Microsoft Edge browser. Go to bing.com, which is Microsoft's search engine. So this is the Microsoft Edge browser, bing.com. So all you have to do next is this. Let me give you the example of the PDF. So this is the PDF file of the Google Doc. Grab it and then just drag it into the Microsoft Edge browser area and then release. And what will happen is it will open up the PDF. And if you look at the top bar, it will actually already have a read aloud option. So if you click read aloud,
Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. IT is a truth universally acknowledged, that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his...
So when you do read aloud, it's going to open up a control panel. On the left hand of the control panel, it says read aloud. In the center, there is a play and pause button. And then you have voice options. You can control the speed. So you have normal, slow, or fast. And you also have different voice options, many voice options. So you can pick different accents, English or British, English British, English American, English Australian, South African. This is Sonia, a female voice from UK, United Kingdom, British. So here you have United States, Jenny and Michelle. Play around with different voices that you like, play around with different speeds that you like. If you notice here, when it says natural, it says that the voice there is a more natural sounding voice. They also have voices that don't have any designation, and these are more robotic voices. So this is Sonia, English from the United Kingdom. Now another way to open up this, to start the reading aloud option is to do right click and then a menu pops up, and in the middle of the menu there is a read aloud button. So if you click that, you'll start reading it aloud. And there's also a shortcut here, a keyboard shortcut.
However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered as the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters.
All right, so the PDF works well. However, if you do an HTML version, it works better. So this is HTML. I just opened up the zip file, and this is the HTML document. So similarly, let's see, dragging. Oh, if you just drag it on there. So what I did here was went to bing.com and drag it onto the browser page. It'll open it up. Now here you're going to have to do right click, go to where you want it to start reading, right click, and then in the middle of the pop-up menu is read aloud. Click that.
However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth.
So when you right click it and select read aloud, the read aloud control panel pops up. In the center is start stop. And again, you have voice options, speed, and also the voice. For me, Sonia, which is the female British voice, is good for reading, for example, novels. If I'm doing informational sources, for example, a college textbook, I will typically use Jenny, which is an American accent. Let me show you Jenny's voice.
Truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered as the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters. My dear Mr. Bennett.
I also like to use Jenny's voice when I listen to things at a faster speed, because at faster speeds the quality of the sound starts to degrade. Jenny's holds up pretty well, and I'm able to discern the individual words at faster speeds.
Bennett said his lady to him one day, "Have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at last?" Mr. Bennett replied that he had not. "But it is, returned she, for Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it." Mr. Bennett made no answer. "Do not you want to know who has taken it?" cried his wife.
Now going back to Sonia, which is female British voice.
Wife, impatiently. "You want to tell me, and I have no..."
For me, Sonia is the most natural sounding voice. Now, another reason why I like the HTML better is when you do the PDF and you do read aloud.
Daughters. My dear Mr. Bennett, said his lady to him.
Notice how it grays out the text. Now, when you do HTML, and this is really good if you're reading along, it highlights the word that it's reading, but it also does not gray out the text. Let me show you.
No objection to hearing it. He came down to see the place. Copyright 1894 by George Allen.
So notice how the line that it's reading is highlighted in blue and the specific word is highlighted in yellow, and all other words, the background's still white. So I use this when I'm reading, for example, college textbooks. I'll use specifically, well, if I wanted to go faster, I'll use Jenny, which is the American voice, and I'll go at faster speeds. This allows me to read like college textbook material at a very fast rate. And then what happens is the more familiar you are with the system, the more familiar you are with the material, then you can go at faster speeds. But this is a little bit faster. Jenny, let's do her.
This was invitation enough. Why, my dear, you must know, Mrs. Long says that Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England, that he...
So when I do this, when I'm reading along, what I'll do is I will listen and I will follow the highlighter. And to me, if this is material where I need to read every single word, this is the fastest and most efficient and least strenuous method of reading along. So in summary, an overview of the process, you start with the Google Docs text, file, download, either as a PDF or Webpage HTML. HTML works better, then you merely open it in Microsoft Edge browser. And then activate the read along option. By doing a right click and then selecting read aloud, and then adjust speed as well as the voice that you like. And that's how you convert text in Google Docs to audio. The other thing I want you to know is that you can just, it doesn't need to be the actual Bing page. Any Microsoft, any web page in the Microsoft Edge browser can receive the document. For example, just drag it onto the area of the browser. So it doesn't have to be the Bing page specifically. So just drag and drop. Or you can do File and then Open